Hey guys, if you've got £10,000 to invest but you're unsure on how to turn it into a thriving rent-to-rent business, you're in the perfect spot. Today I'm walking through exactly how to maximize that £10,000 that you've got, that you really want to invest into the right place, but how to do that and to launch a property business that generates consistent monthly profits. So guys, I'm Kenny Pittman. I'm the founder of Rise Up Rent to Rent. I've helped countless students from absolute beginners to seasoned investors going on to buying properties in the next kind of avenue, changing direction, changing goals, like just not just being stuck in rent to rent, going on to achieve what they really want to achieve, build profitable rent to rent portfolios. So £10,000 might not seem a lot in the world of property, but trust me, it's more than enough to get started when you know how to use it wisely. So first things first, £10,000 is an investment. It's not a guarantee. The key to success is the mindset you bring to this journey. So before even spending a penny, get clear on your goals, your vision. What exactly is it you're looking for in terms of like short-term profits, long-term stability? Also your niche, is that high demand HMOs? Is that serviced accommodation? Is it social housing? Is it something else? So your plan, you need to map out the first 90 days and focus on securing that very first deal. The best investment you'll ever make is definitely in yourself. The first £3,000 I ever spent on a mentor 5 years ago was the scariest move in the world for me. It was like, you're not physically buying anything, you're buying information, and that takes a massive leap of faith. But honestly, the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. So you need to allocate around £4,000 to £5,000 for a proven mentorship. You're spoiled for choice. There's a lot of rent-to-rent mentors, but go with a mentorship that gives you step-by-step guidance, access to scripts, all the documents, the calculators, the contracts, ongoing support program to avoid costly mistakes. Troy, one of our latest students, done exactly this and secured his very first serviced accommodation within 4 weeks, profiting about £1,000 a month. So with the remaining budget, you need to focus on securing that first property. This is the breakdown. Depending on the area, but let's just say on average, deposits and first month's rent is roughly 3,000 to 4,000. You're going to look for properties that you can negotiate a good rent, or even a rent-free period. So most of my students get rent-free period. Then you got the refurbishment and furnishings. It depends which niche you go in. With serviced accommodation, you will need to furnish the place to bring it up to that spec. With HMO, most student HMOs come furnished, and it would just require smartening up with feature walls, nice bedding, lamps, etc. But I would say if you're going down the serviced accommodation, that is going to be about £2,000 to £3,000 in the refurbishment. With HMO, it could be anything up to about £1,000. So a lot of my students use Facebook and Gumtree to buy the furniture. You can still put all of those costs through the business. Start small and use affordable, but high quality furniture for your serviced accommodation. If you go for a real budget job, you're just not going to attract those guests. Then you've got marketing and photos and the software you're going to need. Again, depending on which strategy. With serviced accommodation, manage it yourself or get a channel manager. Channel manager, you're looking at about £50 per month, but there are many benefits with that. You only need to control kind of one platform, or start simple, but you'll be managing multiple OTAs. OTAs being like Airbnb, Booking.com, online travel agents. But I would say if you're going down the SA route, get a professional photographer. The pictures are so important. So many people think they can take a picture, they really can't. It's dark and dingy, the curtains are shut, there's creases in the bedding. Like, a professional photographer will change the game completely. If you're quite good at and you've got an eye for taking pictures, and do it yourself to save a bit of money until your property is making profit, then definitely get a professional photographer in to take pictures. If you're doing HMO, just take it with your phone. It doesn't have to be professional, as long as you collect the demand before having the offer submitted. But yeah, professional photos and a strong online listing will definitely set you apart. Once your property is set up, focus on filling it quickly and consistently. So marketing your HMOs on Spare Room, Open Rent, and then serviced accommodation, it needs to be live on Airbnb, Booking.com. Hitting up the tenants on Spare Room, be proactive. Don't wait for it to come to you. You need to go and chase it. You've got to look at your competition, what they're doing as well, and try and go above and beyond, such as HMO room. Most landlords are just take a picture of the room and it's down to the kind of student or professional to furnish it. If you just put a nice bedding kit in it and turn the lamps on and take a picture of that, it looks like a nice home. Even if they don't want the bedding kit and the lamp, it's just marketing. You're trying to sell what the lifestyle they're looking for and living in a place. So when Tiffany joined us, it didn't take her long to secure her first HMO. So Tiffany turned her investment into £750 monthly profit by targeting high demand HMOs. And now she's, I think right now, this week, she's actually looking into like 9, or was it 13 13 flats to take on as a serviced accommodation. So scaling, okay? So your first deal is just the very beginning. Once you get that, you kind of say to yourself, I can do it. This is something I can do. I've just proved it. So once you've generated profits and you've built confidence, you need to reinvest those earnings and the profits instead of just living the dream straight away. Your business is not sustainable yet. So reinvest your earnings and secure more properties. Build more relationships with landlords. Make sure you're still actively as hungry as you were at the very start. But now you've got the confidence, like, I've done it. I've got my first property. I can repeat the process over and over. Now I've got this property to use as leverage. I can show agents and landlords my business is trading. Yeah, the first property is the hardest, but once you get it, the rest is quite simply just repeating the process that you went through at the start with confidence. But then it's all about systemizing it. You know, the systems to automate tasks, dealing with your power team, your cleaners, tenant communications, rent collection. You don't want to be working in the business. You don't want to slowly create like a full-time job for yourself. So you need to systemize it so you can scale efficiently. Philippine VAs, they're brilliant. They work UK hours. They're $4 an hour. They can do so much for you, so much for you. I've got a full-time VA. He's absolutely amazing. His name's Joseph, and I pay him $4 an hour. You might be thinking $4 an hour, God, that's like slave labor, but it's not in the Philippines. It's a good wage for them. So you definitely need to be using VAs when you secure your first property. Just create the systems. Even though you think you don't need them, then all you need to focus on is scaling and scale efficiently. So, you know, you need to remember success really does come from being consistent, taking massive action, and then reinvesting those profits. So guys, if you're ready to start your rent-to-rent journey with £10,000, here's what you need to do next. You need to go to the description. There's a free training video linked in the description to really dive deep on this strategy. It's 20 minutes long. It's free, you know, just put in your details and boom, it will pop up on the screen and you can watch it in your own time. Join our Facebook group, follow me on Instagram. I go live in these platforms, you know, real life stories. Whilst I'm at my mentees' properties, I quickly hop on live to give you guys insights into what they've struggled with, what they found useful, and general just day-to-day tips. So when you're ready, book a call with me. Let's map out your personalized rent-to-rent kind of game plan together. So with the right strategy, £10,000, it might seem like a lot of money, but you can turn that into a business that will replace your 9 to 5. So if you're sat there procrastinating and you've been watching these videos for a long time, don't hold back. You need to take that leap of faith. But first, you need to hit that subscribe, that like, and make sure you go and watch the next video. See you guys soon.